Hello, everyone, and welcome to race number 9 in the Outcast race. This is going to be a replay of what happened, so it's why it's been paused on the screen for the past minutes. um, so I'm gonna hit the continue button, and we're gonna get going. I'm just telling people right now in the league that hey, we're gonna go on. It's 8:30. I'm broadcasting. We'll hit continue. With over. So currently, it looks like starting on pole, we had the number 6, and that is Jason Lance. I'm gonna pick her up here. And to his outside, the number 3 machine of Nick Gold, starting in the 3rd position, the 101. That would be one of our Chavez's. That's Philip Chavez. And on his outside, Chavez. Number 12. Chavez Essery. Yep. Starting in number 5, it is our friend in the number 4, Austin Johnson. He had a great showing last replay, which was of Atlanta. I'm not sure who started in 6 because they didn't make the grid. Then we have the 33 truck of Andrew Davis. Oh, a different scheme for him. Cracker Barrel tonight. Or at least that's what it's on the car when I'm doing the replay. So at 8 is 74 Ryan Stenhoff. Then the number 2, Alex Reno, followed by the 05 Clayton Cyrus. And then the 84 machine, Michael Bover. Gage Bookman. Struck, and running out the field is the number 10 of Harry Lindmark. So we had 13 guys here that actually completed the race up to the 86, and we'll get going. Oh, okay, so that was you lurking. But yeah, this is the last replay, and then I'm done. I know Atlanta had more hype to get done than this. How many people are actually watching? But yeah, no, we got one more lap before pace truck goes. It looks like we had 6 cautions this race. iRacing, I said it last time I did the broadcast, but iRacing doesn't tell me any information in a replay. So once it's yellow, I'll know by the guy slowing down. White flag, it doesn't tell me. Check flag doesn't. So it's going to be very anticlimactic. Coming to the end, and it does tell me who won in the top 3. However, I thought it was different. I think Chavez won the race. Wrong though. But we are going to see pace truck going to go to the safety of pit road very shortly. And away we go. Oh, Nick Gold with a great start on the top side. Jason Lance on the bottom, not able to clear him. He's going to fall to second right away. At this point in time, Nick was on fire trying to chase down our champion. Oh, there's some action going on back there with the 05. But he got straightened out, so we can go back up to Nick. Actually, caution. That caused a caution. So very easy to go take a look at it because I saw the corner of my eye, the 05. So it looks like right away, so far so good. He's on the top side. Oh, Gage sent it a little too hard. He was on the brakes trying to avoid it. into the back of Clayton, and then yellow flies. Well, back up to pace. Technically I can't go live, but we'll at least skip to when they're in formation. Alright, so gonna rack him, stack him again. Nick Gold gonna be on the top side. Jason Lance on the bottom. I believe now they can pick what lane they want to be in versus iRacing does put you in the position to start the race. But it looks like topside definitely dominant here. Pace truck down safety pit road. Away Nick goes. He fires off. Very well. Jason Lance, yeah, couldn't get going in time. You can see him fan out. Look at all that crowd behind them. And Nick is just setting sail at this point. But behind the crowd is starting to fan out. We have the 111. I saw he was double wide back there. Much as I love Nick, he's not around any trucks at the moment. Also, someone there was... Okay, Gage. Currently being passed by a bunch of trucks right now. Lindmark able to scoot on by. Oh no, that's not good. My random comments are usually because I'm reading something in the chat. Like, I should probably give commentary. Like Nick said, we're gonna watch. There's a heart that's in the way. Gotta get that. Watch me drive off a cliff eventually. That's no bueno. No bueno. Someone just in front got a little squirrely. But he saved it. I believe his track does eat up tires. That's probably why Nick was saying he was going to fall off of a cliff. These people are single file at the moment. You can see Jason Lance trying to hunt him down. Jason with the tendency of good tire saving. For a track like this, definitely goes into Jason's favor. I don't know how much Nick is saving. Probably tell me in the comments soon if he was saving or not. We do a battle for second, being number 12, one of the Chavez's, and that's Chris Chavez. Currently on the back bumper of Jason Lance. Saw him looking low earlier, but it can't just right in the bottom. Gotta try and get a run off of the turn and show that that's his lane and force Jason to take the defensive approach. But right now he is starting to fall off a little bit. And actually Jason closing the gap to our leader. Also in the Discord chat too, there's quite a few funny comments going on there. Chris Chavez said when Ryan Stenhoff's behind him, he gets PTSD. But right now, Philip Chavez with Ryan Stenhoff behind him. I'm really hoping I can find some action because when these guys get spaced out, it's tough to look for content. I can't look at the gaps or anything. And a lot of these people, it looks like they are single file. But I'm seeing Andrew Davis and 24 have a battle at the moment. I gotta take a look because I know eventually Nick said he wasn't able to hold on anymore, but he actually is pulling away from the 86 at the moment. So I'm trying to look for some content, trying to keep an eye on everything going on there too. The ticker telling me, hey, these guys are close, they're battling. But I did see a battle out of the corner of my eye with a 24. Austin Johnson on the top side. Battling Davis on the bottom. And I am shocked for how tight of a track it is. Johnson is doing a great job using the top side to defend, and Davis making sure he keeps it down on the bottom, doesn't slide up into him, but the number 10, a Lindmark, also get into the picture of this battle as well. A little closer contact. Thought Davis taking evasive action, but it looks a lot closer when you're actually in the car. Because of this battle going on there, we have our champion Kyle Carpenter into the fight of this as well. Johnson still hold on. It's a little slip up in the top of the turn. Allows Davis to get a little of a run. Does he clear him? Yes, he does out of the turn. But Johnson still me on the top side because I'm sure Lindmark is going to take over that challenging position. Yep, Davis clears him. Johnson went really wide, so I think Lindmark is going to clear a lot easier. And then Kyle Carpenter also trying to see what he can do. Johnson may fall all the way back 3 positions. And then number 10, one heck of a save. I can see back of the screen, contact with the 24, slides him up the track. Kyle Carpenter gets on by. Looks like that battle was settled. 24, I'm sure his tires are toast. But Nick Gold still up front. You can see the gap right now between him and Jason Lance. I know this is a very pivotal time for Nick. We do know the outcome of everything, but I know if this were live, I'd say that Nick is in a good spot at the moment. Trying to get a lot of points away from the 77 because he's far back. We're gonna just see how far back he is. And we're keep on going there. That's the 77. And then that's the 3 after this. Would have had one more race left, and Kyle, it was a walk in the park for Kyle that last race, but definitely could have changed everything around if they finished right where they started, and Nick is still steadily up front. That a caution comes out and everything goes downhill, so we'll Have to see exactly what happened. Top four are all pretty spaced out. I'm gonna try and go back one by one as soon as I see them, just to go through the field. Oh, the 10 got by them. So we have a battle going on here. Carpenter on the inside. He's gonna seal the deal. But Davis trying to fight on the top side, and he does successfully. We have behind that Austin Johnson. Oh, Reno's in a battle too, with Reno and Clayton Cyrus. Saw Cyrus pulled 100 laps in practice. I was going through it quickly. It's crazy. And I don't know if Reno intentionally let him by. But that was one quick battle. And Nick is getting into lap traffic. Gage Bookman on the top side. Stays out of the way. Had one caution so far. The next one is going to come, so it's not a matter of jinxing it. But it'll be interesting how that happens and when. Not gonna lie, they're all very spaced out. Gage looked like he had some fun with the outside wall a little bit. You can see the tire marks there. And right now I don't really have much to say, but I'll go over what these guys are doing next season. So the announcements. Not in the point standings yet, but next season, I figure out when they start. They will be doing Xfinity cars. Good stage breaks in them. I won't be broadcasting though, just because Bill Racing is in the way of it. Gotta be in the announcement somewhere. It'll be a 14-week season. And they also will be having a road series as well. I don't know when the road is, but the oval, I do believe, same time, Saturday, 7:30 starting practice, 8:30 starting qualifying. They're taking a little of a break right now, but their schedule is starting, or they're trying to accommodate for the iRacing events, make sure that people can compete, and it will not make you in a tough spot to pick between the two. So I've had the camera on Gage for a while. Let's go back up to our race leader. He's trying to get through some more traffic right now. Michael Bovair and Reno actually having a fight too, and in the process of getting out of these lap cars. Definitely really interesting, putting Nick in a tough spot. Jason's going to close the gap. quickly they're side by side. And Nick is looking for the bottom, thinks that's going to prevail. Michael Bover inching ahead of Reno. You can see the gap closing very quickly. Jason Lance is there now too. But now Michael not battling anyone. I believe he's going to stay high and out of the way, and yes, he does. Michael probably went a little higher than expected. But Nick Gold able to go through, and now those two battling. Jason Lance needs to go through too. So what could have been great for Lance actually right now stinks. This race was 100 laps, so we didn't have a green light checkered. The full scheduled 100 laps. I'm gonna take a. It seems like we're cooking right now. I'm just gonna load very quickly to click see what lap exactly we're on. We're on lap 50, so we're halfway point actually. There we go. Gotta get that out of the way. Means the last half is gonna probably be very caution packed. Probably something simple that triggered it, and then from there spirals into a headache. And there goes Nick into the wall! That's what he means by downhill, and he's the race leader too. Oh my gosh. That's the turn of events. And he has to come down pit lane, and then the 12 spinning. Looks like green flag pit stops. At least for the 12, and I'm sure the 3 is probably scheduled at this point as well. Yeah, he did spin it at a terrible time, but oh my gosh, that angle is awesome. Yeah, faster pair, at least though it happened at a bad time, but he was able to pit right after. Oh, the 24. And no yellow because I think he's off of the track, or is there yellow now? Yes, yellow flag is out. These guys are going slower. So it's probably going to be the 24. And you know what happened in the middle of pit cycles too, so that's what I'm so bummed about that. Anyways, that's what happened in 24. Lost it out of the turn, same thing as Nick. Oh, and but Johnson's motor blew. That probably was a manual yellow. And all the people who didn't pit yet are gonna pit now. So we are gonna see Ryan Stenhoff come to pit lane. The 111 stays out, so he probably pitted earlier. 77 coming in along with the 33. And there's Nick Gold still out there on track. Oh shoot, there's another white car that came down to the pit. What else is white? I think Jason Lance already pitted down there on track. So we'll see how this shakes out. Well, they're not everybody finishing their pit stop run. Gonna skip to the good part. So it still has Nick leading, so I don't see how this is bad for him. Yeah, but we'll take a look shortly. Maybe it goes downhill. Or he did say went downhill, but he was able to recover, took a pit stop, and he's back out front. Not as fresh tires as some of those people, but great start for him. We are just over halfway at this point, and the nest is a hive right now. See Reno being side by side with Clayton Cyrus, Gage Bookman. Gage would have gotten a lap back. Oh, and Gage sideways and saves it. And everybody's single filed out right now. Except we got that battle, and we also have Jason Lance on the tail of Nick Gold. Lance looking to the top side. Probably a done deal. Oh no. Jason Lance takes over the lead. Ryan Stenhoff trying to follow suit on the top side. And caution is out. This will be number 3. Reno was involved. So off of the turn. Little wiggle, bump by the 10, sent to the inside wall. Reno, same spot that Johnson was in, but not hard enough to load the motor. Jason Lance leading at this point where I'm skipping ahead to when they go double wide. And Nick fell to second, so that's probably what he means by it's going downhill from there. We're on lap 66 at this point, just for reference. No lights on the pace truck. So we have 3 more yellows to go. In about like 30 laps. First half was really green, and pace truck down the safety of pit road. And see Jason Lance firing it off. Nick gonna try and see what he can do to chase him down. But passing in here is incredibly tough. Before Jason was able to get his nose on the outside of the 3, and then it was a done deal. I'm gonna take a look at this beehive behind him. Then Cyrus tight up the track. Didn't make contact with the 12. Oh, and there goes the number 10. That, I am sure, is caution number 4. Yep. I'm going to take a look in more detail. Oh, loose up the track into the 22, and same time, or same thing. Down into the wall, but not too much damage. Even less damage than Reno. Alright. Head through the caution part again. No lights on the pace truck, so same thing. We have 2 more yellows left. And we are about lap 70. So down again, and away they go. Jason with the start that I was expecting, just 'cause that top side has been doing that all night long. Nick gonna have to try and see if he can reel him in. The front half gets single filed quickly. The back half, they're still double wide at this point. Jason slides up the track, and Nick, close, little wiggle in the back, is looking to the inside. But that top side can defend incredibly well. The only way I could see him getting past me if he did the same thing, but he slides up the track, and Stenhoff looks to the inside as well. Stenhoff, does he clear him? Yes, he does. And then Nick into the back. And that is where it went downhill. Wiggle in. And yellow flag is not out, so that's how his run came to an end. That was the nail in the coffin. So new leader Jason Lance, Nick Gold out of the picture, unfortunately. Such a good run, and that's what kind of killed his hopes to battle Carpenter in the final race. Oh, and wrecking behind the 84. Caution number 5. Oh, they're still wrecking. So Kyle, oh no, no contact with Kyle. He got loose, and I don't know if Kyle tapped in there. Found that. And Reno. That's not Reno. Who's that other white car? That's the car. I'm gonna go backwards. Oh shoot. I'm gonna go this way. So they see him wrecking ahead. Actually, Gage off of the wall into the 24. And that was that. No, let's skip ahead. Oh, pit cycles. Oh, Jason Lance choosing to go on pit roll. It's interesting. A lot of these guys are staying out. 101 came too. That's how Chavez has a bunch of spots. And because of that, puts Kyle Carpenter to the front. He hasn't been up front all the race, but I don't know. I think this will be an Alex Bowman type of win, Kyle. Gonna skip ahead. We're on lap 82, so he would just have to hold on for. I will get an exact number once they go double wide. All right. Just has to hold for 15 laps, and he's got the lead right now. I don't know. That is definitely an Alex Bowman type of win. Chase truck takes the late turn. Down he goes. And Chavez, Essery. Wait, it showed Kyle had it earlier, but did he choose the inside? Because Chavez was able to take the lead, and they're wrecking again behind. This will be the last caution. Over again. Sir. Oh, Nick! let's go backwards. So Jason Lance back there. Nick slams on the brakes, and yeah, gets tagged to finish the job off into the outside wall. Jason Lance, who took tires there as well, and I think Bovair just got loose and spun on his own. But that is interesting that the fastest guys are in the back. I don't know why or not Nick. I don't know why Jason pitted. But we'll skip ahead. The 24 takes a wave round. They're going to double up soon. So lap number 90. So we have 10 laps to go at this point in time. We're coming to 10 laps to go. Number 12 on the outside, 77 on the inside. 12 with a great jump. Easily gets down to the bottom. Davis all the way up to third. Dang. This would have been some neat people to interview. A different turn of events. Holy cow, are they 3 wide back there? Now back to 2 wide. But holy smokes. A pack of bees for sure. I think there are 3 wide. Jason Lance trying to get his nose under there. He's got fresher tires. He's trying to make something out of it. And also, let's see Lindmark. You probably saw him top your screen being bounced around like crazy. So now's the point of time where, you know, if iRacing says 1 lap to go, I'm not gonna know. I'm sorry. I gotta take a look so I can try and calculate it. Okay, lap 95. So I gotta keep track so I can try and make it authentic. 77, a little loose on the inside. A lot of people are single filed out. Definitely looking good for Chavez. Man, sorry, I'm trying to think of the numbers and also looking at what's going on, but there's a lot of stuff going on too. I believe right now they're coming to lap number 98. And Davis trying to fight on the top side for that podium. But Ryan Steinhoff taking charge of the bottom. He's going to take over third. Here comes Jason Lance. Holy cow. He's cutting his way through the field. But unfortunately, not enough as we're taking a white flag this time by. Chavez Essery. Look, I'm going to be like a lap ahead or something. But out of 4, Chris Chavez Essery taking the checkered flag. And he's going to win this thing with complete, not dominance. But one heck of a run for Chris Chavez. And there we go. That was the flag. I don't know if that was a congratulatory bump or a bump. Like, come on, man. That was a hard bump. And Nick slams on the brakes. A little softer of a bump. But that was great. He was there at the right time. Pull off right strategy. Jason Lance ended up coming in fourth. So he was able to he was able to recover somewhat of those fresh tires, and Nick finished according to it in seventh. And iRacing is bugging right now. So I think now will be a good time. Yeah, iRacing has stopped. Pause it right there. And I'll go through. It's a good time for iRacing to cut out on me. So overall, this time I was more prepared to replay race. So I'm sorry, Nick. The other time I wasn't that prepared. But yeah, this is the last one for the season. If you do want to join the league, just comment below. I'll get you in touch with Gage to the league. But I thought this race was good. I thought it would be tough. I saw 6 cautions. Actually, I managed to see all of them happening, so I wasn't all but one, but that was easy to find. So I thought it went pretty smooth. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the season with this broadcast. I don't have anyone here to interview, but would have been kind of cool to interview Chavez with getting his first win of the season. It does stink for Nick, and this is why Kyle took such a head into the final race. So that wraps up the season. If I am doing more broadcasting in the future, stay tuned to the channel. So I can't say the usual thing. We'll see you same time, same place, different or same time, same group of people at a different track.